What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Asia session stream. I hope you guys are doing great. Today it was an amazing day. I took 3 trades, won all of them, and I was able to pass how many? 4. I passed 4 150k select evals. You guys know I'm passing evals a little bit more right now, trying to let the end of July settle in. I would say I've had a harder time to request the payout on the sets of 100k lightning accounts that I have currently. It was 2 days where I was one trade away from requesting the payout, and took some losses. So was able to recognize that I was feeling some sort of way, backed off, traded some evals, and now I'm gonna wait a little bit more to see how the action is gonna be, and then we'll try to rip it for that 12.5k payout. But yeah, the action today was amazing. We took a win together. Did we take a win together? We did. Yeah. So many wins. I forget if it was taken on Tradeify TV or my channel, because I did also trade on my channel today. Light traded on Amos PFT at around 10:30. So I did take a win today during the trading floor. I was with Lumi, and for all the people who are trolling me when Lumi's there, if you win an account, I'm rugging. Oh God, I remember your name, by the way. I remember everyone who's trolling me about the voice. I know who you are, so you can't run away, really. So I got trolled. People are saying that I force my voice when Lumi's there. Trying to, they try, they're making me lose aura, but it's all good. We still won the trade, so yeah, the aura points were gained there. So today, let's go over what I'm seeing currently on the daily chart, what I expect price to do, and yeah, and then let's try to catch some trades together. So on the daily chart, let me get rid of those execution marks because we don't need them. So on the daily chart, okay, currently for me, we are absolutely bearish. Okay, we're breaking previous daily lows, we're closing strong, we're closing bearish, we're displacing below sell side. In this case right here, I would never be looking for longs until we have a daily candle that closes back within the range, within value. Here, in my opinion, the shorts are coming in, and since this daily candle on Monday swept the previous candle's high, closed below the previous candle's low, in my opinion, there is more chances of seeing a bearish distribution from Tuesday than price going all the way back up to sweep the previous daily high. This is just the overall, I would say, framework I obey, or like I just look at every single day. There is going to be cues that are going to tell me, hey, chill out. Sellers are actually not coming in. You need to flip your bias. And this is the daily candles opening price. Right here is a very important level, and I'll show you exactly how I read it. So this is a range for me, and currently my thought process is we have more chances of hitting the previous daily low than the previous daily high. There is 24 hours, okay, 23 hours to be exact, on 23 hours on basically the hourly that can go by for that next daily candle to print. A lot of 15-minute bars, but we will focus on the hourly candles. So we know that there is a potential of us seeing a down move, but when is that move going to happen? We don't necessarily know. Okay, and this is what we're trying to why we're trying to look for cues within the hourly chart in order to time the market and know when the sellers actually stepped in and are respecting our higher time frame bias. So here, two things that can happen. We either open up higher very aggressively within the range, okay, we hold within the previous bar, sellers are stepping in, which is exactly what I want. We create the upwick of a candle that will flip right back down below its opening price. This could be a very good sell opportunity on the hourly, and then we'll see this being the high of day and then price distributing to the downside, maybe even opening up during the New York session filling an hourly gap, and then expanding again and closing bearish. This is what I'm expecting or would want to see as a classic sell day. When is that top going to be made? We don't know. But, we could react very aggressively and dig below this previous day low very fast. Or it could be a full-on accumulation until New York session opens, and then we will dump back down below the previous day low. Here, this level is very important for me, so the daily opening price, because it will tell me if my sellers are actually stepping in or if I need to flip my buys. What do I mean by this? Okay, even if I'm bearish here, if I see that we are trading back above this candle's opening price, okay, there is a problem. I'm going to be telling myself, okay, within this whole print that closed bearish on the previous day, we took over above 70% of that previous candle without seeing any sort of absorption from sellers. Now I need to look for cues of, okay, if we're getting back above this previous daily candle's opening price, for me, there is more chances of seeing the previous daily high than the previous daily low. We would need a full-on capitulation from that point in order to see the previous daily low, which, in my opinion, we would need a catalyst to do that. So like a news or something to happen. So here, multiple things that could happen if we dig below the opening price of that new daily. For me, especially 50% of that wick, I am seeing only sales. But if we take over that previous day's opening price, in my opinion, there is more chances of us seeing that previous daily high than the previous daily low. Within this range, let's say like distance, in terms of like distance, this is also a concept that I use a lot. Let's say I pull out my fib here. We are way closer also to the previous daily low than the previous daily high. So in my opinion, there's, again, just for this reason, the weakness from the sellers are showing us that, okay, if now, right at this daily open, we are seeing aggressiveness from the sellers right at the open, we could definitely see 8 p.m. being the catalyst to drive us back down towards this previous day low. This is a play I've been catching with you guys within the last 20 sessions. Okay, within the last 21 trades, okay, we have the stats here. We're keeping track of it until I get smacked, and we'll delete that form. But within the last 21 trades, I won 16, lost 5. All taken live here. You can go back, you can do your homework, you can call me out if you want, but it is what it is. Okay, those are the stats. So this is what I'm going to be looking for. So now we're scaling down to those lower time frames. We know we have the daily bias. We are looking at those higher time frame opening prices. We know there could be fake outs. We know we could even take counter trend plays. But here within this range, the best trade I could potentially take is if price in versus this gap on the hourly closes very strong on this hourly bar like this breakout. I'm selling here, seeing the next bar opening up lower, driving back down towards the daily low. That right here would be my A+ setup. Do I want to trade that 6 p.m. candle? Fuck no. Hell no. That candle is absolutely disgusting in most cases. In most cases, it's mostly just accumulation. And there's a lot of traps within that bar. I did trade some of them. I don't think most of my losses, within the 5 losses, there were 2 plays off of the 15 and like one, like I think, yeah, 2 plays off the 15, and I think I just got squeezed on 2 hourly plays. But in general, that 6 p.m. candle is shit, so I don't want to trade it, right? Brutally honest. So now we just yapped multiple things that we're looking at. But for me, if we do trade below 107, the squeeze will be formed and we will have a potential good play for a short. That's on the higher time frame. You see how different my view of all of this is. I am not looking at a 1-minute shift in market structure or price to sweep buy side and then shift below here to target the previous day low. In my opinion, the 5-minute doesn't align with the daily. Okay, there is a lack of understanding of timing and structure if you're pairing the 5-minute with a daily chart. If you have a daily objective, then I don't think you should go lower than the hourly for your entry. Maybe the 15, but you would need to convince me with a payout certificate or two. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Bro, my hair is crazy right now. The hell? I went to play. That's when I go outside for a walk. God damn. What the hell is this? Holy shit. Yeah, that's when I go for a walk and it's like that's Miami weather right now in Montreal. Literally. But yeah. So barber time, bro. I went to the barber when Friday. Yeah, Friday. So I might start going to the barber 4 times. Not even more. Now I was considering going every 5 days, but that is a stretch. 5 days, every 5 days is crazy. Knowing that each cut is like $50. Like there's not much difference between your face on day 5 and your face on day 7. Like most of the damage gets done by day 3. You lose your fade, your mustache grows, and you look chopped after day 3. So it's either I do my haircut every 3 days or every 7. You know, what do you guys think? My hair looks like this because there's no water on it. It's not wet. Usually it's wet. Once every 6 weeks. All right, Axel. Once every 6 weeks. Okay, what kind of haircut do you have? There's like, if you have a full-grown beard, you could justify the fact that you don't go to the barber, because like your overall look and flow is based on your beard, you know. But if you're like, I don't know, I think the less facial hair that you have, the more you gotta cut your hair. No beard, or on the side, half-inch trim on top. How old are you? 35. Okay, bro's young still. Okay, I get that. Okay. 6 weeks is respectable for sure. But you know, once you start, leaving that 2 month mark, I would say you're kind of crazy. Every 6 months. I used to do that when I was younger. I would I would just I would do my haircut like once every 6 months, and it would grow all the way back to being long, and then full on change. Good times. Definitely good times. Wait, where's the indicator? Oh, I have an idea, guys. I'm not gonna put the indicator until like 7 p.m. so I don't get the questions. That's actually a good thing. Or it will be harder for me to explain. I'll just receive other type of questions. They're gonna be like, "Yo, what's your bias?" I feel like it only looks it's best for 2 or 3 weeks. For me, it's every 7 days I get chopped. Like currently I'm chopped. The prime is like the first 3 days, I'm telling you. After that, it's over. How do I turn on the indicator? Alright, brother. I do 2 weeks max because I braid my hair. Okay, that is justifiable. Are you going to be trading on your own channel daily? Less like the AM EST? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think I should do? I don't know exactly still. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about just like live trading on YouTube 5 times a week on my own channel, bringing on like some W guests. Like for it to be short and sweet, like 1 hour. Like we trade from like 9:30 to 10:30 and then I bounce. Are you doing any giveaways today? Brother, of course. We are doing big boy accounts also, every time. What's the cut you ask for? I asked for a mullet. Like, nah. I don't even know the name of my haircut. Is there a name for it? It's like mid. Like I have a look. That's my hair on the side. So like I have like I don't know how to show it exactly, but you see here it's kind of faded, and then he does like a C here, C cup, but then it's blended. Plus I have like the long hair at the top here dropping down on them. So like there's layers, and then in the back, I don't know if you guys can see it well, but I don't do anything in the back. Really, just it's just long, and here right now it looks like shit, but but yeah, it's like mid cut. If I had to give a name, it's like mid cut. Can you please explain how you have more than 5 accounts with Tradeify? I don't have more than 5 accounts. You can have 5. You can pass how many evals that you want on the side. That's what I'm doing. I'm stacking evals on the side while trading lightning accounts, so I can take risks that I will be able to accept and know that I can move forward if I blow the accounts really fast. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You should. I definitely watch. Let's go. Trading daily twice a day would be a stressful. I mean, I already do it on Tradeify. I live trade from 12:30 to 1:30, and then I live trade the Asia session. So at this point, you know, it's not really about stress. I really don't care. I actually don't care about live trading. The only thing though is like making sure I live up to my full potential. That's really what I want. It's like, let's say like I have a private community. Live trading in front of 20 people is like, bro, I'm not impacting much lives when I know I can hop on a stream and have 500 people watching, 800 people watching. It's far better to have 500 people watching than 20. even if you're getting paid by those 20. I don't care, you know. So like, it's not really about the stress nor the money. It's more about like quality of life overall, like enjoying the process. Because at this point, you know, I don't really have anything to prove. It's not really, I'm not doing it to like prove a point or prove that I know how to trade, you know. I want to hear, come on, boy. Come on, boy. Yeah, New York Open. The thing is, look, the only thing with me trading the New York Open is, bro, I would need to wake up at like 9 for me to not look like shit. Because at 9:30 on the dot, bro, you should see my face at 9:30. God damn. I'm not a morning person. Like my face, it takes some time before I actually wakes up. Even at night, I still look tired. Let me come back in like 15 seconds. How many likes do we currently have? 101. Okay, let's do. How many likes? Let's do. What is it? The first. Let's do 300. Right, I'm greedy today. It's Monday. Good weekend. We can do it. Like first like goal 300, and then I'll be generous after that. I swear. After that, there are free accounts. AJ. AJ said, I just want a moss only, no guest. Nah, there's gonna you need guests sometimes, you know. I love bringing on guests because the thing is, I truly want to know how they trade because I don't consume any videos of trading, or I don't know how someone else trades. Because when I close the chart, I'm telling you, the last thing I want to hear is a trading strategy, or you know, I don't care about someone else's result. I don't care about someone else's strategy. I don't care about none of that. The only thing I care about is my results, my content, and that's it. And my code. My code. Exactly. Let them know. Ask for a French mullet. Now the thing is, like, when it comes down to barbers, oh shit, I deleted your message. All right, we're back on the hat. Yeah, so you can't cheat on your barber. If you cheat on your barber, you'll learn the hard way. And I learned that multiple times. So yeah, it's over. I'm not cheating anymore. Cheated multiple times, but it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. What is your favorite time to trade? Live streaming, I would say Asia is good because it's smooth. You know, the action is like, even if it doesn't really pick me up, I could wait for another opportunity and DCA into my trades. It's like way less aggressive than New York. Do I have, like, is it a session that I actively trade and make money on, let's say with fundeds? Not necessarily. I love this session mainly to pass evals and like go in heavy on my size. If I had to pick one, it would definitely be New York session. Do I prefer New York AM or PM? Of course, New York AM. But there's no like time window where I'm gonna be like, oh, from 10 to 11, I tend to do better. It's not true. It's really about the opportunity and how well the market is doing for my strategy. You should stream with Medium. Medium. I definitely need to stream more with Medium. That could be a W duo right there. Yeah, that would be cool. 100%. Yeah, I think if I started the live at like 10, it would be better. Buddy, I purchased all my evals from Tradeify with your code. Don't forget to add me to your private community whenever you start one. I already have one, but appreciate you so much for that, brother. It means the world. That's a W hustler right there. Said he used code Amos for to purchase the evals. Let go. Appreciate you, my brother. Hope you had a good day. Fantastic day. Today was a fantastic day. Passed 4 evals today. What's up, Amos? Thanks for going live, bro. Why do you like the Asian market compared to London and New York session when the volatility is slow? I don't like it more than the New York session, I would say. It's just, I understand a certain market mechanic and my strategy is fractal, meaning that I can trade the New York session, the London session. The only thing that will change is the timing of the entry and how much time I will spend in the trade. In terms of like what I expect the market to do, I ask such a little amount of points that I can find 20, 30, 50 points no matter the session. It's really about, can I manage my risk properly within that session? And if I'm trading the Asia, can I hold my trade long enough, even through a chop, and having a lot of confidence in my target? But there's not any big difference, I would say, in terms of like how I trade. It's exactly the same thing. Guys don't cheat on their barbers, but cheat on their oh shit. I don't know any of them, but if you know some, if you know people that are more loyal to their barbers than their wives, that's kind of crazy. You gotta change circles, bro. Where are you from? I was born in North Africa, so Algeria, and I am also Canadian. Canada. Bro, you look like Bettina. I don't know how to take that one though, because Vitinha is low-key chopped. Vitinha actually is not, you know, he's not mogging at all. So I don't know how to take that. Let me know, Marco. Is that a good thing? Thought you were French. I speak French, but I'm not French. Toronto. As soon as I see like someone ask me if I'm from Toronto. Why do you guys say Toronto though? Like real shit. Toronto. I'm from Toronto. No, I'm not from Toronto. Okay, I'm done reading the old comments, so don't think the stream is delayed. It is not. You see the candles fluctuating in real time. Hi Moss, if one has multiple live accounts with Tradeify, what happens if you blow one of them? No, they're not all gone. You're just gonna blow one of them, and the other one is gonna survive. You can still trade it. Professional yapper. I am a professional yapper, brother. Hell yeah. Do you trade Asia same as New York? Slightly different. You know, I'm a little bit more scalpy on the New York session. Sometimes I'll hold my trades for like 2 minutes. I saw a comment. I can't really replicate, but I can't really say anything about that comment, but the mustache. It's the mustache. What's the trade idea? Okay. Daily chart, down close candle, closing below the previous daily low. So here for me, no longs until the previous daily low gets swept. So I'm only looking for shorts until the previous daily low gets swept. We open up, we go lower first. Okay, the daily chart is aligning with the hourly for the entry. So here I have a gap. If buyers are aggressive, if buyers are truly the one dominating this market, okay, if we're truly bullish, we should respect this gap in order to create new highs. If we're bearish though, and my thesis was right, we are going to disrespect this gap on the hourly, and this high should be protected before seeing that previous daily low. This is how I see it. So here, what I'm actually looking for is not necessarily this bar, because this bar is usually not the best bar to trade. 6 p.m. one is usually accumulation. What I would be looking for is to see how that 7 to 8 p.m. hourly candle closes. If it is aggressive, an aggressive down close candle that ends up disrespecting this hourly gap, I would use 8 p.m. as a catalyst, exactly like if it was the 9:30 open, to get back below that 9:30 hourly low. Use it as stops in order to run back down below the previous day low. This is exactly what I'd be looking for. It's a lot to ask for, I know, but we could definitely be still taking along, because I still see us having a potential of wiping out this buy side for a resweep to then have enough fuel to drop back down towards the previous daily low. Well, what I need to see in order for me to scalp buy side is this. If I see this right there, do you think seriously that we're not gonna hit this internal high? Just let me know. If we do this right there, and we engulf the previous hourly candle's opening price, do you really think we will not hit this buy side on the hourly? Hell no. I treat the hourly chart exactly like if it was a 1-minute chart, and I try to predict the next bar, and that's it. So here, for me, I could play both sides. I don't mind. It's really about what's happening, who's in control. So hopefully you understand now. Of course, it is very, very, very deep. It gets very deep. My strategy gets very deep in terms of, okay, I need this to happen at that moment, or I don't take this. And there's a lot of nuances, especially if you want to be a pro at a certain strategy. You need to know all the ins and outs. The basic fundamentals of it is not enough. It's not an edge. An edge is being able to stay out of the market in a lot of cases. You have a fixed protocol. How many trades do you take and when you walk away from the chart? Yeah, I do have a fixed protocol for that. What I do is I think I heard someone like building a name for that, risk sinking. I think it's like Zarb. Pretty sure it's Zarb. But basically I split my risk between accounts, and I don't you know, I don't just, let's say I don't copy trade just 5 accounts and have the same results on them. I split my risk between my funded accounts, saying basically that I split, let's say I have 5 accounts, I would split them into 2 sets, 3, 2, and then I take 1 to 2 trades a day and leave. That's pretty much what I'll do. Basically risk sinking or risk diversification. But that, if you think about it, that's really the best way to assure that you'll request a payout, because it's exactly the same thing as investing. If you put all your eggs in the same basket, there will be a harder time for sure. There will be a time where, you know, for a month straight, you will be break even. It will be win loss, win loss, win loss. And if you know yourself very well and you know that break even stage will trigger you into acting like the person you're not, then you're better off just splitting the risk and aiming for less but more consistency rather than bigger profits and trying to change your life in 3 months, you know? You should get a Chihuahua. Hell no. It's the worst kind of dog ever. If I get a dog, like, it would be a scary dog. Like, if I'd get a dog, it would be like, I didn't even know how to say it in English. I only know the names in French. Let me see how it's called. Okay, a German Shepherd. That is so tough. If you have that dog, you're him. Because at that point, once you have that dog, it's like, it's the perfect like middle ground between a dangerous dog who can do damage and, you know, a dog that could still be in your house. The thing is, you know, all the bulldogs and freaking all the things that look like they could eat you, forget about that. Bro, I don't trust dogs for shit. If you look aggressive, if you look like round, it's over. Like a pit bull, or like, bro, get out of here. And I used to hate dogs because I got traumatized. I think I said that to you guys. I got traumatized when I was younger. Like, a little Chihuahua came to bite me when I was like 5 years old, 6 years old. So then it came a certain point, I understood dogs were like, if you know the person that owns the dog and you know how, you know, they treat him, and you could, you know, you could have some sort of trust. But at the end, it's still a dog. Keep that in mind. It's still a dog. It's not a human. Even you, just imagine, humans can do some fucked up shit sometimes. Imagine a dog. Hi Amas, I'm new here. May I know what's your trading model? I look at the hourly chart and predict the closure of the next hourly candle. Have you ever gambled? Yes, I definitely did. How did you find Tradeify? Long story, but mainly from Twitter. From being present on the other platforms. What's your top one strategy? I'm gatekeeping, brother. Oh God. Even if I tell that to you, if you take 3 losses with it, you're gonna stop trading it. So it's not really, doesn't really matter. A lot of that is self-teaching, or like data. You need a lot of data to back the fact that you'll be sticking to your rules. You can't trust another man's word. Why do you stick with a one-to-one restored strategy? Because if you lose, it will wipe out your previous win entirely. You want to know why I trade a one-to-one restored? Don't spam, don't spam. Don't spam, please. Don't spam. That's the last chance before you'll see the number 86K. 86K. All right, you're cooked. All right, brother. Are you rage baiting? Don't spam that shit. On God, on God, on God, on God. I just banned him for 86K seconds. Bro. Chill. Chill, 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 chill. That's the thing, though. Some people think it's a giveaway. It's not a giveaway. There's no giveaway. There's Mexican. No, 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 no. Nah, you see, bro. Get sick fast. Oh yeah, I didn't even know that. Leopards are gross. I hate how much hair they leave. Do you have control over that? Like, can they take something so they can they just stop shedding or something? Mama trees. You have an English bulldog. Wait, let me see what does that look. Staffordshire. What the hell is that? Wait. Oh my God! There's no way that's your dog. Oh my fucking God! Oh my God! This scary ass dog. My God! They look terrifying. Everything that looks close to that, forget about me. But I clicked Staffordshire Staffordshire Terrier. This is what I typed. Yeah. The image I saw is crazy. Yo, yo, nah, shit. Husky, yeah. There's hella huskies here also in Canada. A lot of people with them. Yeah, 86k seconds is exactly a day, 24 hours. Show me please the gray color setting from the fair value gap. Wait, it's this style background. It's the fourth one with 40%. And if anyone wants the same chart colors, what do you guys think about my chart colors right now? I like it. I think I created like, I have my own flow right now. I'm not changing my colors. So like I have, yeah, these are my colors, okay? Yeah, if you want the exact same flow as me, I'll make a video on it. But okay, so the body is this one. So like not this green, the green in the middle of being blue and green. I don't even know how to call it, but if there's a name, let me know. L English, I'm French, all right? For me, how can I call this green? Like forest green? Is that it? No, forest green would be like this one. How do you call this green? Yo, Tony, how do you call this green right there? The green on my candles. You see it? Forest green? All right. Yeah, forest green. We'll call it forest green. And then there's red here. And then let's see here. Background, solid black. Last one. Okay. The text. This one, the third gray. I still do have the crosshair though. If I don't have the crosshair, sometimes I get, if I have to answer on Tradeify and I have to calculate something fast, like I need the crosshair. Like the crosshair is super important for me. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, for the take profit stop loss, look, that's like my take profit stop loss is fire though. Okay, so we have, you see that the blue one, it was actually my brother's take profit and stop loss. I was always like, bro, it looks like shit, but ended up stealing it from him. So it's this blue, 25%, and gray, the third gray, 25%. And then ICT HTF candles, 6, 6, 15 hourly. You show the remaining time. You get rid of fair value gap and volume imbalance because you don't need an indicator to show you a gap. You know them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of, you know, when you see that kind of, those chart colors, you know it's me immediately. So copy my settings. Just copy the settings, chat. By the way, is August a month? Not August, but is July a month where there's less people trading overall? Like in terms of the community, is there less people actively trading or more people just, I would think so, no? Like most people are going to vacation in the next 2 weeks. Do you guys have this? We had this, I think, I don't know if I'm dumb, but big thing here, it's like construction vacation. There's like 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks, like all the people who do construction, they have like 2 weeks where they have a break basically. And you know, everyone does construction in Montreal, Canada, so it's like the only 2 weeks where you're gonna see your friends. I don't know if you guys have this though in the States. Let me know. That's pretty big thing here. My chart is the cleanest of all. What's your colors? Change the red colors to white. Nah, I can't do that. Is Asia good to trade? Yeah, for sure. I love trading Asia. One of the best sessions to pass your evals. Or blow them, but I really like to pass evals there. Alright, how many likes do we have? 244. Okay, this is the time. It's like almost 7 p.m. This is the time I'll start to be greedy. Alright. At 300 likes, this is the first like goal, so let's hit 300 likes. Once we hit 300 likes, then, like I said, we're going to be giving away more accounts. Red to white. Let me try. Pretty sure we'll look like shit. Nah. This is not tough. Is it tough, chat? Bro, this is not tough. Like, they all look like the same candles. No? I don't even know, like... I don't even know how to trade anymore. Nah. Get me out. But I still have, like, a lot of love for, oh, what? The most used chart of all time. So like my prime. My ICT prime was, let me try. Not this one. This one's shit. It was definitely, yes, this one. Oh my god. Wow. My eyes. Ay, ay, ay. I swear I can't. I can't. Like, the candles, they do look way cleaner though. Like, the wicks and stuff, it looks way cleaner. I agree. Especially for like a YouTube video, definitely. But my eyes. Get me out of here. How do you guys do that? I used to rug those, bro. This looks like shit. Oh my god. This is the one I used to have. No, is it like... Wait, let me check. Moss PFT. That's my brother's, look. Look at my brother's chart. What the hell is that? Look at my brother's chart. Oh my days. That guy is a nerd. Get out. Oh my god. Wait, I need to find mine. Where's mine? Or I lost mine. Is it this one? Is it main? No. Gray and black. Dark, no? It's not this one. Bread. Where's my template? Is it this one? Or I'm tripping? Because I don't remember having that red line. I actually don't remember having that red line. Last one? No, it's not the last one. I don't remember having that one, but wait, let me check. Trading canvas, crosshair, solid. Yeah, it's this black. And then the only thing that's pissing me off is the red thing. Like, this is why you don't touch your settings, bro. I actually want to die right now. Bro. Get out. Wait, let me check here. How do I change this? It has to be like, it has to be here. You know what? I'm actually just gonna close the chart and reopen it. Bro, I was tired. Yeah, let me close the chart and reopen it. It's still on the same one. I'll just read the chat then. Hide the value. Is it? Is that it? Values? No, cap. Okay, I'm banning you for capping. Skills and lines. Is that it? It's line. Yeah, you guys are right. Okay, you guys are tough. Is Jacob your brother? Or do I look anything remotely close to that guy? Bro, this guy is not my brother. He is my brother from another mother, but he's not my blood brother, bro. Like this guy doesn't look anything like me. No, you know what happened, guys? I think this is exactly the chart settings, the normal chart settings, but I never saved the ones that I was using, so I couldn't find them. I am trying to figure out who your brother is. Anonymous. He doesn't want to show his face. He's in the shadows, grinding. But one thing I'll tell you is he's trading gold. Yeah, it's crazy. Trading gold now. I think this is a pretty good close, very strong. Let me check on the 15. I'll look for a potential short here. I really like how how we pushed within the gap here. It is definitely risky. If we do get a retracement now, like a deep pullback, I'll definitely look, but it doesn't look like it's gonna retrace really. Bounced immediately from the first gap. Not really what I wanted to see. We'll see. Currently, the daily opened up lower within this wick. Still a pretty large wick, not something that I usually want to see, but we're seeing some sellers pushing right back down. If we can get below 67 right here, around like 50% of that wick, for me, 8 p.m. will be the catalyst to drive us back down towards this daily low. Yeah, I'll actually just save. What do you think of that 15-minute unfilled gap at 1:15 p.m. today? Didn't work. I thought it was valid. Let me check. First time seeing someone asking me a question like that. So that's good. 1 to 1:15. Okay, let me check. Let's see the structure. So really what you want to see here is the structure within the sprint. If the structure, like there's two ways you can think about it, okay? You just had the confirmation that a gap got created above you, and this area above you has low volume. So there's two ways to play it. Way number one, you look at the structure within this bar, okay? Let's say it could be an order block, a breaker block, or an inverse fair value gap. So let's say it goes down, pushes up, breaks structure, and this is the structure here that you have because you closed here. And you could enter immediately from the close to the open of the new one, trying to scalp that gap. Or if you do have something that looks like this, do the same thing. But there is a level above that, which is called the flip. So you wait for this new bar to open. Okay, it's closing here. You wait for the new bar to open and create a down move from that. Okay, so create a bearish break of structure, price to open up lower. And once you open up lower here, you mark out the opening price of that candle, that new 15-minute candle that just opened up lower. And here, what you want to see is those sellers being trapped. You see, you created a bearish order block. If you're truly bearish, you should hold this block and create new lows back down. But you're looking for longs. You're looking to scalp the move back towards the gap. So what you're actually looking for is for you to put in an internal low and flip right back above the current candle's opening price. So, which is a concept called the flip, okay, which is going to tell you that a squeeze occurred, and you can basically trust the fact that the low formed within this range is a protected low. Okay, mainly the best, in my opinion, the only one of the only entry models I use. Okay, you see how different it is. It's mainly looking at the opening price of a candle rather than the structure within it. Usually it always pairs up well with an order block or a breaker, but here would be the flip, and then enter on the flip to see that up move. So just to note, just right before I even look at this this thing, there's a lot of candles where I will see and choose to enter on the flip rather than choose to enter off of the structure from this current bar. Why? that I would say a lot of that is self-teaching. Okay. I see Joey in the chat. What's up, my brother? How are you doing? So scaling down to the 1 minute chart, here we do have an inverse, okay? But in terms of like the structure overall, let me check here. 2, 3, 5. It's not bad. It's not, I would say it's not a bad setup, but pretty weak inverse. Definitely a pretty weak inverse. So the best thing that you can do, so there's two opportunities. It's either you buy from that inverse, predicting that this inverse will bring you up towards that gap. That's the scalp. Or number two, you wait for us to break below that low, open up lower on the new candle, wick fill, flip right back above the opening price. Once you flip right back, you have a lot of confidence that you just put in the low of the new 15-minute bar that will close bullish. So then let's see what happened. We opened up, went lower, and immediately swept that low. So like, see with the explanation that I did, not all the opportunities are necessarily worth taking just like blatantly because of the framework, you know? There's times where I will trust mainly the framework in the 1 minute, and there's times where I'll trust the flip way more than anything else. So like in that sense, I would say if you have something to look back, it was a pretty weak inverse, not necessarily the type of displacement that tells me that okay, price will go now towards that target. But is it a bad setup? It was not a bad setup. I think it was still a valid loss. It was a valid loss in my opinion. But like I said, if you're always waiting for the flip, you're probably going to have a higher win rate, but a way lower frequency of trades. So it's up to you, you know? If you want something that happens every single day, then make sure to note that if that thing happens every single day, you're going to blend in noise within that system, thinking that it's edge when, you know, not really. So the high frequency is extremely good, especially when you're trading prop firms, but not necessarily something that you want to have if you want the highest win rate, you know? The way you explain flip makes so much sense. Yeah, my brother. You already know. I do this for a living, bro. I explain every day. So at a certain point, you know, if you ask the right question, you're gonna get the right answer, or you're gonna understand it. 316 likes. Okay, that's good. First goal hit, smashed right there. So let's do 400 likes for 430 likes. Okay, because we're at 331. 430 likes. I'm doing another account. So I'm gonna do, what accounts do you guys want? I'm always asking that, but like, I want to see if there's some growth traders here. Are there some growth traders here? Bro, give me hope. Any growth traders here? $100K select. Okay, I like that. 50K select. Trade growth. Kim, of course you trade growth. I told you to trade growth. Growths are the easiest account to flip with a low risk reward for sure, by far. 100K, you guys like 100Ks? 100K select. Can you gift me a 100K account? No, I can't gift you. Is it your birthday? If it's your birthday, I'm gonna give it to you, but let me know. Who is it? Raheem Builders. Is it your birthday today? He said, hi, big fan, can you gift me a 100K account? If it's your birthday, I got you. If it's not your birthday, you're kicked. About to be 500 birthdays in here. He hasn't responded. Is it your birthday? It's not, yeah. At least he was honest though, you know. Because I was gonna hit him with that. Okay, so you lied. I was waiting for you to say that it was not your birthday, but you decided to lie. So then I have to punish you for lying. That was what that was the card I was gonna play. But played myself. Okay, so wait, how many likes do we have currently? 839 people watching. We're actually kicking chat. 374. So 430 likes. We're doing another account giveaway. So I didn't say. Okay, so first account that we're gonna be giving away is the 50K select. Then I saw a lot of 100Ks, so we're gonna be giving away at 430 likes. I'm gonna be giving away a 100K select account. And then, do you guys prefer 150K growth or 150K select? I'll wait for the answer. Once I have it, that's gonna be the third account. I'm trying to pass this account this sesh. All right, brother. Just wait. Stay patient. I'm gonna cook. I'm actually also trying to pass accounts. I passed 4. The reason I passed 4 select accounts is because I don't copy trade my evals. I think copy trading your evals has to be the dumbest thing ever. It's not dumb if you're treating those evals like funded and you don't want to lose them. But if you are gonna go aggressive and like you want to pass them in 2, 3, 5 days maybe, copy trading those 5 evals will cost you an arm. I don't know if you guys say this in English. We say that in French. Ça va te coûter un bras. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, but when I'm in funded, it's different. But like I said, I split my risk still within the funded stage. So, arm and leg, yeah. You say an arm and leg. Okay, good. Are you a PSG fan? I'm not even a fan. I'm not even a soccer fan. Which is crazy. I don't even watch soccer at all. I think it's pretty boring. I'm more of a basketball fan and a American football fan than a soccer fan. Oof. Do you look for divergence with SPX? No, I don't really look at SPX at all. Madrid. Nah, I'm a Barcelona fan. I'm not a fan though. But how long would you take to pass 150K count? 3 days. Basically, I risk 4,500 on 150K select in order to make 3.6. I do that 2 times. And then once those 2 trades they go in and I win, then I go for a base hit. Just trying to make 1.8. Still risking 4.5 though. Like I'm telling you, I'm risking the full on account every time. But since like I treat it with a negative risk to reward, there's a pretty big likelihood that you'll win 3 trades in a row. Do I think most people should do that? No, because you could have some pretty bad luck. Which NFL team do you like? I don't like a team. I like a player. Pause. But I would say like favorite player, like Tyreek Hill. So I was definitely was a Kansas City fan for a while. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get some people mad though, but because I'm not even from the States. So like if you're, let's say you're born in New York, that's so different. You know, you're 100% gonna root for, I don't know, the Jets, or the Jets are shit, but not the Jets, the Giants. Let's say here I live in Montreal. I definitely root for the Habs, you know, the Canadians. Montreal Habs. For sure. I'm not gonna root for anything else. But it's an American league, so I don't have any love. The only real love I had for a team was Golden State Prime 2016. Unfortunately, I'm a Jets fan. I feel you, bro. At least you guys won the you won in basketball. Do you look for divergence with ES? Yeah, for exits. If I'm trading off of a, let's say, the hourly, I will definitely look at those SMTs, especially like I call them instant reactions. So let's say, okay, you see this low. I'll split the screen in two. I'll show you how I trade SMTs, but bro, I'm so dumb. Why did I do that? Well, I could have just done that right here. Okay, you see this chart right here? Usually ES will look exactly the same. Exactly the same. Okay. So then if I go here on ES, when I go on the 1 minute chart, you see it's almost the exact same structure on the one. Okay? There are, pairs that act the same. And how I would use those divergences is, let's say we have this internal low. It's the same exact low form at the same exact time. Okay, so let's say like it's like 7:04 p.m. If the 7:04 p.m. low gets ran through on NQ and not on ES, okay, but let's say I was on a short on ES, okay, then let's say my break even is here. If I was 1 to 2 handles away from hitting my target and it reverses back aggressively with displacement, I am out, because this is not, those divergences are very strong, especially for deeper pullbacks within the range. Then you'll see price accumulating and finishing that move. But I don't want to risk taking a loss, especially like that. That would be more of a criteria that I have on live rather than with props. Because like with props, I focus way more on frequency. I don't really care about losing like that. Knowing I have such a low risk to reward, and I'll make up for it with the frequency. Even if I lose, I'll make back the loss easily. But it's mainly more of a rule that I have for like live account trading, because of course it is very different. It is very different. Even if the trades are the same, I don't take necessarily the same time frame into account. I don't. I will not take as much risk or as many trades. Amos, we saw the deep voice earlier when Lumi was there. All right, brother. Say it loudly. You don't have to be ashamed of it. Stop prejudices. So, who you like? Cristiano Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Adriano? Damn, bro, Adriano was him. I remember playing. What was it? I played like the freaking old FIFA, and I think it was like 2006 World Cup 2006 FIFA, or I think it was like, what was the game called? It was not FIFA. It was like PES or something like this, like 2008. Where I was a gamer since I was a kid, and I was playing Adriano a lot. Overall, I prefer Cristiano Ronaldo for sure. Definitely. If you don't, if you prefer Ronaldinho to Cristiano Ronaldo, you are tweaking. You're a hater. Yeah, PES, yeah, exactly. It was a real fun stream with Lumi. Yeah, definitely fun. We definitely, we were starting to build that chemistry. It was fun. It was fun. Played few games. She was like, "Yo, put your take profit here." I was like, "Yes, ma'am." Made some people laugh. You know, it's all love at the end. You guys know how I am. But you see, like that kind of movement, like that kind of, like I'm like that in real life. I troll and stuff. But you put what I was talking about, especially in the podcast, is like you put me 6 months back on a stream like this, it wouldn't look anything close to that, remotely close. It would be like, all right, 30 seconds in, let me leave that stream. Basically, look, I'll tell you why. Because at first, I was really taking those streams as like a way to give value in terms of technicals a lot. But the more streams I did, the more I understood that, bro, some people don't give a shit about your strategy, or like there is no amount of information you can give them for them to switch their strategies because they already did the work, or they don't even believe in what you're trading in the first place. It's like once you understand this, you're like, okay, then some people are here to, for the sense of community. Some people are here to vibe. Some people are here to learn. Some people are here to trade. So, you're kind of, you have a better understanding of your audience and what you need to do in order to become a better host. So, you know, Moss, what's your type? Your type in what? What do you mean exactly by my type? What do you want to know here? What's for dinner tonight? Bro, let me check. My sister responded to me. My sister rug pulled me, bro. You're fucking serious. She was like, yo, I'm gonna make food. And she's like, yo, by the way, I'm not waiting until 8:30. She says that to me right now. All right. I'm actually tweaking. Let me call my brother. That's why you need to have a brother and not just a sister. I'm gonna slime you out. All right. All right, brother. Best Life said Asian girls. How do you know this information? Joking. All right. So we're currently seeing this hourly candle close back within the range currently. Pretty simple how I view things. Even if my daily bias is bearish, we're not seeing as much aggression as usual within the first two opening candles. So that leaves me with the perspective of I need to walk away with a 20 to 30 point scalp in order to make my money. Okay, that's in a lot of cases. This is the conclusion that I'll have with the price action. So let's see here. What am I reading? We have a gap, hourly gap. For me, I'm not looking at reaction from this gap on the 1 minute and trading all the noise within the 1 minute. This bar right here will tell me if buyers are respecting that gap or if sellers are the one controlling the market and are ready to see a shift in the trend. Okay, so here for me, if we're truly bullish, we should create a bullish candle reacting to this gap and closing bullish on the hourly, pointing towards the 230 highs. Okay, if we are bearish though, we will close below 123 and potentially even disrespect this gap at 107 right here. And if I see this, I will short back down, predicting that the new hourly candle has more chances of filling 18. But if we do close back within the range here, I will be long, predicting that we have more chances of filling 231, which is the high of that previous hourly bar. You see how I play it? So if we close bearish, I'm trying to short back towards the 2 p.m. low. If we're closing bullish from that gap, I am trying to long back towards 230. What's happening within the moment I'm going to enter is probably the most important thing, which a lot of people will get the reasoning behind, but the timing is so specific that I need a lot of things to happen, or I will disengage into a trade far quicker than you can potentially think about for a, super small reason. Do you use ICT strategy? I mainly use like the power of three. Is it an ICT strategy? No, not necessarily. I wouldn't say power of three is a ICT strategy. Sorry for that. But it's basically accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and understanding the deep down mechanics of a candlestick. This is mainly what I do. I don't claim to trade ICT. I use ICT concepts knowing that I use them to explain my thought process, knowing that it is the most traded or most known concepts currently. Like who even if you don't even trade ICT, you know exactly what everything that I just said here probably makes sense for you. Bro, order oxtails every day. Love them Haitians. I ordered actually last time Haitian food. It was amazing. Let me put the order here. Let me check. So I'll put the order. My fault. I'm just making the order right now. Starving to death. I haven't eaten anything today but coffee and water. Someone said, turn. Wait, am I muted? No. Turn some homework in. That was tough. Is cooking one of your other hobbies? I don't cook at all, for shit. Let me tell you one thing. I hate cooking, but one thing that I hate even more than cooking is washing the things after, bro. I can't. Oh my god. It's like I used to do it before so much, cuz like when you grow up, like your parents need to show you that life is not sweet. So, I used to do hella things in the house, like, you know, how do we call that? Like, those are the type of words I don't even know. Like, how do you say this? For any French person here, what is an aspirateur in English? Vacuum. Okay. I used to do the vacuum cleaner. Okay, then let me check. Okay. Yeah, vacuum cleaner. Yeah, a lot of chores in general. Dishwasher, all of that. Like crazy. Okay. And I'm telling you, I don't know, I reached a certain age where I could use school to be like, yo, I have too much schoolwork. I need to bounce. And then it's literally like I became a dumbass. Like I cannot even do it anymore. Like I'm actually like I'm stuck. I don't know if anyone can relate. But it's probably the repercussions of ordering so much food from Uber and like just dumping the food in the trash, not needing to just wash it. And then or like going so much to the restaurant. I don't know. I became very fucking lazy on that part, and I look back and I'm like, damn, I definitely was not like this. It definitely might be from, of course, the work that I'm doing too. Like, I don't know. Before, if you're if you don't have much things to do in your day, plus you don't do the vacuum, or you don't do chores, like you're born for no reason at this point. In the house, like you need a help. You definitely need a help. Are you from Quebec? Yes, I am. I think if you're I don't know if you recognize my accent. I speak English at this point through 50% of my days. So I think in like a year, I will be I will reach a certain level where you wouldn't know exactly if I speak another language. I think that's what I think. But the difference between me right now and me in the last, let's say, 8 months ago, is day and night. You have to clean as you go. Facts. That's so true. But the worst is like is doing is doing the is like preparing the food, then you eat, then you wash, bro. Oh my god. That has, bro, that has. No, 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 no. I can't. This is literally a full-time job. Literally a full-time job. I don't even know how my mom used to do that, bro. Now you understand the level of sacrifice there is, like, you need to have in order to have a family. Like, bro, you come back from work at like 6 7 p.m. and you gotta make food plus wash. Fuck that. Fuck that. Oh god, fuck that. I know you guys you understand what I mean. As a trader, you don't necessarily live the real life day to day. Peux-tu parler français, s'il te plaît? Bien sûr, je peux parler français. You guys want me to teach you some French? Bro, most people do that, then add kids in the mix and child events, and your day never stops. Bro, that's the thing. The kid has a soccer practice, then, you know, that other kid needs this. Bro, some of you deserve an actual award. Like, some of you are, I don't know. I'm probably currently at my stage in life, I would probably be the worst dad ever. Ever. I am not prepared for that shit. Definitely not. You are definitely not losers, I'm telling you. I have way, like, for me, success is having a family. It's not about money. I never judge someone by how much money he's making. Like, that's the dumbest shit. You know, believe it or not, but money, a lot of that has to also do with luck. Okay, being there at the right time, at the right moment, meeting the right person. Not just that, but, you know, sometimes you just don't have the opportunity at the same stage of life than someone else. So then you think you're behind, but in reality, if the other person had your life, he wouldn't be nowhere near you, you know, or he would be at the same stage. Some people have screwed vision of that. It's like, bro, it's if you see your success and you think, oh, yo, I'm him, I worked for it. Yes, but, you know, there was a lot of things that added up in the way that made it perfect for you. You know, a lot of things could have went wrong too. In Quebec, do you say 70 or 70? We say 70. 70 is 70. Even when you speak French, you have a little accent. Yeah, I do have a little accent. Tu sacres-tu ou pas tant? That guy basically asked me, yo, do you say bad words? Like, how often do you say bad words? Best pickup line in French. Yeah, I need my French people to give me some inspiration on that. Best pickup line in French. I can't really say. Pickup lines, do they actually work if you're below the age of 40? I think pickup lines used to work back then because there was no social media, but now, if you come up to a girl with a pickup line, she's actually gonna tweak out. It's gonna be like, why didn't you add me on Instagram? Why didn't you like find me on Instagram and then add me? And then texted me that you saw me there. Am I right, chat? Am I right for thinking that way? I don't know. I just don't have that game though. I probably just don't have that game. Do you speak mainly French in that part of Canada? Yeah, we do. In Montreal, like Quebec in general, no, I would say yes and no. Like everyone here knows how to speak English. It's like everyone's bilingual here, but there's like laws that forces you know companies and overall stores to just speak French mainly to the customers, and like you can't have an English name for your company. It needs to be French. So I get why you guys dislike us, why you guys hate us. How did you learn how to trade? I learned the basics through YouTube. Then most of my experience or most of the skill that I was able to build was through backtesting. So a lot of self-teaching and a lot of feedback from journaling my backtest, and also having someone in the process that helped me look at my data and be able to differentiate the wins and losses, and trying to add rules that would make sense. So yeah, that's pretty much how I learned. So from teamwork, a little bit from YouTube, and a little bit from my own. Amos, I need you to curse out some of these people in this chat. Bro, I'm PR trained, bro. You gotta understand. Going into a stream like this, you understand that how to not act on a rage bait, and things that you can and cannot say. Sometimes, it's like right on the verge of like, yo, you gotta chill. But curse out people in French, I don't know. Because like the thing is, look, that's why I can't. Brett's the owner of Tradeify. And if I curse out people in French, he would never know. But his wife is French, from France. So then she would snitch. And then I'm cooked. And he wouldn't care. I'm just trolling. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe like I'll slip one or two words, one or two bad words for you guys. Okay, so currently hourly candle is flipping right back, right at the open. So at this point, you see, we are trading at a certain point where we need to take a decision whether we are going to close bearish on this bar. So I'm predicting that the next candle has more chances of tapping at 19, or we close back within the range strong, close strong, having an unfilled gap above me, and then try to scalp my move up back towards this gap for TP1, and then 229 for TP2. Yeah, I think, yeah, definitely some people like to get approached and some people just don't. I agree. Do you speak Arabic? No, I actually don't. I speak another language that is close to Arabic, but it's not Arabic. How do you backtest properly though? There's hella backtesting softwares that you can. I'll make a video. I'll make a video on YouTube about it. I'll DM Brett about it though. I think Tradeify now has a platform to backtest. I'll check. I'll double check, but I'll make a video on that. I've received that question a million times. Comment ça va, frérot? Mon poteau. We don't even say that where I'm from. We say that in France, but not where I'm from. The difference between Canada's French and France French is so crazy. It's like it's even worse than London and America. It's like the US. Just say I saw you across the room and I think you're really pretty. Can I buy you a drink? That's kind of tough though. I like that. Thank you, Kiz. I might use that one. You speak MSL? Yes, exactly. This is exactly what I speak. Habibi, welcome to Dubai. Habibi, welcome to Dubai. Bro, all the Middle East people, when they speak, bro, they speak with a... They speak while, like, singing. Especially Lebanese people. Brother, please don't do this. My birthday is on the 8th. Habibi, please come to Dubai. All Canadians are the same. Yeah. Okay, now we got a lock in, guys. It's usually the time where I look for a trade. So it's 7:48 p.m. We are currently trading back below the opening price, so we are gonna have to make a decision within the next 10 minutes. Um, hopefully, I want to see us dump back down below 101, okay, the hundreds here, and then use this as a block in order to short back towards 2819, okay, back towards that hourly low, and take profit number one being the internal low formed from the pullback. So we'll see how that goes. I need a strong closure from that. I can't answer or anticipate any sorts of shorts if we're not more aggressive below that internal low. I can't, especially if we're still respecting this gap. I would want us to close below 105. So let me come back in the next 15 seconds and I'm gonna be locked in. All right, I'm back. Now we're gonna be locked in. I mean, a lot of things can change within the next 5 minutes. That's really where the volume will start picking up. I don't know if we're gonna have a good trade like we had with Joey, but we'll see. Last Thursday was crazy. I saw some comments. I'm like, I can't say that out loud. How long did it take you to learn trading and become profitable? Um, Learn it 2 years. Still learning every day. Still refining. Still, on a process, a journey where I want to get better. So I'm definitely not at the stage where I want to be. It's like I'm not. I still have growth. I still have to trade with bigger size in order to reach certain goals. So it took me 2 years to get my technicals down to really understand the mechanics behind why I should look for a trade at a certain moment. How long did it take me to reach my first payout? It was very fast, but it was luck, pure luck. After that, I would say, profitability is not necessarily something that once you achieve, you just remain profitable for the rest of your life. It's mainly like your physical shape. That's what I compare that to. You got to work every single day to remain in shape or remain profitable and adapt. So for me, I just found a way where I take my trades and I have a prop firm focused approach where I know my statistics and I know that eventually there is going to be a certain amount of money that I'll be able to make with my system, with my overall business approach, the amount of money that I spend, the account types that I buy. It's like way deeper than you would think. I really treat it as a business and I have a very good relationship with blowing accounts. I really don't mind blowing accounts if it's for me to risk a little bit heavier and save time. So in total, it's a process, and I can't really tell you. Okay, it took me that time, and I became profitable, and then I'm rich. No, it doesn't work that way. I The first 15K payout I made. After that, I did not touch any amount of money for 4 months straight. So like requesting a big payout or being on a green streak will not necessarily prove anything. You know, it's really where the game starts, where you're gonna have expectations, you're gonna have a real edge in the market. So now it's gonna be hard for you to stay cash because you can make money. When you can make money and you have good edge, especially with props, with a live account, it's a little bit different. You always have less confidence with a live account than with props, because with props, there's numbers behind that really back the fact that it would be impossible for you to lose money if you trade in a certain way. But like with a live account, you're more attached to the outcome. So like when you really have built a good skill and you have so much data on your strategy, you will have expectations that are going to be very, very hard to control or like to wipe off, because um, you know it's pretty much it. It's pretty much the struggle mentally for a prop trader. So currently seeing a pretty good level of aggression from the buyers here from that 8 p.m. print. Let's see. I want us to reach 230 within the next few minutes. I'm gonna locate myself as a buyer very soon. Pretty soon, my brothers. Let's see what I can do here. All right, I'm buying 10. I'm full porting. No, I'm actually gonna buy one and add a little bit more. I don't want to be in too heavy. I'm gonna be in heavy the deeper it retraces, but I'm gonna be in here right there at 160 chat. It's gonna be my play. I want to see an aggressive open to the upside and potentially. You see, like I was bearish the whole time until we respected that gap on the hourly. Now my draw is 227. So let's see. $1,050 people watching. Come on, guys. Let's reach. Okay, so I said 430. Now let's reach 600. Okay, at 600, I'm doing another account giveaway. So, yeah. Stay bearish. Fuck no. Respect. Yeah, 1K viewers and 480 likes. Come on, guys. You guys even like me at that point? I'm gonna get picked up here too. Let's pray. One day, I'ma have it. One day. One day, we gonna get it. One day. Am I gonna be a dick for a tick again? Fuck it. I'm not gonna be a dick for a tick here. I'm just gonna do this one. Oh no. Please. Please, my brother. No. That would hurt. That would hurt bad. That would hurt pretty bad if I don't get picked up on that one. I would need to chase with my life. Give me life. Alright, I'm in. I'm in some longs. Let's see. I need us to bounce from this area exactly. I don't want us to see a squeeze. Full take profit will be here. Let's see how we're gonna open. You do get the aggressive push within the next 2 bars. I will be very confident in that play, especially if we bounce from exactly 165. I will be very, very confident in that play. Probably even gonna add. Probably gonna be in a full port if you open up lower. Those candles cannot be weak. Come on, don't flip on me. Do not flip on me, bro. Come on. Don't you dare flip on me. That's a 2 risk to reward. My stop loss is going to be way wider than this, by the way. Not now, but now it's here because it would be invalid if it goes down. But let's see. 758. Come on. Make the next candle be an up close. Don't make me sweat. Just make me win this shit. If it opens up lower, I'm adding, by the way. I just need this candle to be strong. That's the only thing I'm asking for. Come on, chat. I'm still sipping on a coffee at 8 p.m., bro. I gotta get a life. Yeah. It probably is gonna open up lower. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, now my stop loss is gonna be here. Let's see how we open. Okay, 8 p.m. now. Opens. Drives up. I like that. Yes. Perfect. Amazing. Amazing. I'm break even. Okay. Let's try to trail this. Come on. Don't sweep and close back. What is that weak ass shit? Come on. Come on, my brother. Come on, my brother. Just push, my brother. We just want that next 5 to be bullish. That's it. That's the only thing I'm asking. After that 5-minute prints, I'm out. Come on. Don't close back. Just use its highest stops. That's such a weak pullback. Oh my days. You haven't seen any 8 p.m. so weak. Yeah, break even. Lame. Nah. It was a hard. It was a hard one. It was definitely a hard one to catch. It's weird. Let's see if we can have another opportunity within this. Definitely is not the type of move I wanted from the hourly high. I really wanted to see how, to see aggression above 180. Ah, not as aggressive as I wanted at the open. It's all good. It's a break-even trade, so not the end of the world. If it's popping from that, bro, that's lame. The 5 is gonna be, it's gonna be very strong. Very wiki here too. Basically like an easy level to reach when you have like an hourly candle that closes like this is the daily open. It's like, if you look at the daily open, if you have an hourly candle that ends up respecting the gap, finding fair value right back at this daily open is a pretty simple trade. Of course, like the final target of that would have been 227, but like an easy scalp would have been to 211, using the highest stops, but timing is hard on that one. What's up, brother? How you doing? It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna wait for that 15 to close and see. This is the lamest entry. What do you want me to do there? What do you want me to do there? You can't trade those sessions exactly the same way as New York session. I protected myself in a certain way, knowing that there could be some downside to that 8 p.m. open. So don't worry. I would have been adding. I would have really liked an open price to open up lower though. Would have been great. Do I think price has a lot of chances of reaching 211 and then 230? Yes, I do. Especially if that 5 ends up closing very strong and bullish. Definitely the type of plays that I would say are made from that 8 p.m. candle. So we'll see. We'll see how that next 15 closes. If we close very strong like this, pointing towards 230, I would say could become an easy scalp. How many likes do we have? 530? Yeah, 538. Okay, let's do 630 for the next light goal. 630 for the next cycle. So currently I owe you guys 3 accounts. So I owe you a 50k select, 100k select, and 150k select. And then at 630, I'm gonna do yeah, 630. 630. It was not 600. Oh god, Mexican. It was 630. No, I just invented the new Lyco. 50k. You prefer 50 than 150? I can do 50. Ooh, my days. The hell is that? Okay. Very strong push here from the 8 p.m. open. I would have gotten stopped out either way from that. So you see like that 5-minute bar closed as a breakout. New one opened, wiped out all the buyers here. So this could definitely be a fake out. If we do inverse this gap, it's not going to be a bad play. It's actually not going to be a bad play. Let's try to ride it out to the open, and then it could be a pretty good play. Especially that 15 would close bullish above 186 if we do get the right entry. But most of the losses I took were around the 15, so like so 581 likes at 630. I'm doing another account giveaway, so make sure to like the stream. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the stream. Definitely not the exact open I wanted to see. I really wanted to see a more aggressive open. Usually that's what I wanna trade. Opens that are breaking out. If they're not breaking out as much and I did not have the entry I wanted, then like for me, I could have easily made more money on that quick scalp, but knowing how 8 p.m. operates, I rather make less and like turn that scalp into more of a longer picture trade, bigger picture play, and staying alive if the 8 p.m. opens up lower, rather than forcing my trade to take a quick scalp. Like the quick scalps are great when you have the best timing, but 8 p.m. knowing that it could open up lower, it's exactly like the trade I took with Joey. If I did not have a white stop on that one and I didn't add to my position, I would have been out for sure. Any books? Any books you recommend reading to become a better trader? I don't read books like this. I'm a podcast guy, so I definitely think you should watch. I have a lot of love for a trader called Umar, and I think he has a lot of good takes. Even if we trade very differently, you know, I agree a lot with him, like on a lot of takes and his approach overall. So I think his podcasts are definitely worth watching. Umar Ashraf, he's called. There's a lot of great podcasts too, but I think like a lot of good podcasts also that I watched were not necessarily trading related, and they helped me a ton. You know, this stream is hella delayed. Not true. There's like what, 6 seconds? So yeah, definitely Go watch Tradeify podcast. Tradeify podcasts, by far the best. I mean, it's actually melting below the hourly low. It's crazy. Wow. Okay. So we did tap into 192, closing very strong and bearish here within the range on that 15. If I had 1 more hour to trade, if I had no, not 1 more, if I had 30 more minutes, if I was trading from 6 to 9, it would be better. How do you guys typically manage risk drawdown when trading the Asia session range versus NQ volatility? One thing that I do is I have a static approach in terms of risk. So I have an account size. Let's say I trade 150K. No, let's say I trade 100K Lightning funded accounts. Okay. And my drawdown is 4,000. Then for me, usually risk like 800 per trade or $1,000 per trade. So that 1,000 is going to be very different from Asia to New York session, depending on the volatility, the volume traded. So I will use trading views. So this is how I do it. So let's say here I have a range, and usually my strategy is always based on technical levels. I don't trade to scalp 10 points or 15 points. I trade to scalp a high or a low in the market where I know basically the likelihood of us sweeping the high or sweeping that low, okay, in a certain scenario. Of course, it's going to be different depending on market conditions, but that's pretty much the overall thesis. So let's say here I would short from this. Let's say the strategy was I short from a bearish market structure shift and I target this liquidity pool. What I would do to know how much I should risk on that trade, let's say I would want to risk 1,000, I would right click above price and then put a sell limit order, okay? And then if I know my stop loss placement is always above an internal high or an internal low, so let's say here my stop loss would be above that high, so I risk 735. Okay, let's say to make 1,000. If I really want to risk 1,000, what I'm gonna do is that I'll go to micro contracts, okay, and I'll play around between above 10. Okay, so 1 micro is $2 per 1 handle move. Okay, so let's say it goes from 170 all the way to 169. It is $2. So basically, micros is basically a mini is 10x more than a micro. So here I know that to replicate the exact size that I was watching before, so 1 mini, it would be 10 micros, which is exactly 700. How much was it? I had like 740 of risk. So here I will play around above that 10. So let's say I'll do 12. Okay, no, it's 880. Okay, I'll do 13. Okay, it's 955. Okay, I'll do 14 since it's exactly 1,000, and then I'll make 1,500. That's usually how I do things in order to risk exactly 1,000 per trade. I play around between micros and minis. You gotta watch out also because there's fees within those micros and minis. Yeah, the more contracts that you trade, the more fees there will be. So yeah. So you see here, you can trade 14 micros and risk exactly 1,000. When here, if you go on NQ, you can either have 1, okay, 2, 3, you can have 1.5 mini. Okay, so let's say here, if you would want to risk more than 700, you would need to risk 2 minis, which is 1.4, which is above your risk in general. A lot of people make mistakes just trading within a range that is way too volatile, and they don't understand that. okay, I need to switch from minis to micros. But that is, I mean, when you just start, for that has to be so confusing. I don't even remember how I learned that. It had to be in the first 3 weeks of it, though. Yeah, always just trade micros. That fixes the issue. I think the only thing though is that you can't really always trade micros, because if you trade on a 50K account, maybe, okay, because like maybe you can always trade micros, because one mini is always mostly above $300 to $400 of risk, no matter what your strategy is. Like one mini is way too much for a 50K account. But if you're trading the PM session on a 150K account, and you want to make $1,200, then you're probably gonna need to enter 2 to 3 minis. You know, it's like it's really depending on your account size. But yeah, if you're on a 50K account, just trade micros. Swinging 2 minis on a 50K, don't worry, brother. I'm exactly the same. You take a win or L. I took a break even on that. So I entered here and I got stopped. I got stopped to break even. So I wanted to see the push above 179 and then potentially reaching 229. And I'd say like the easy money scalp would have been 211. Flipped right back on me. Don't really see anything yet. I would say like same kind of bias for me currently. Like this hourly candle will tell me pretty much the story of how I should expect the next one to distribute. Did it happen here? No. But I protected myself knowing the danger of me being in the level I was, and especially at the time I was trading. So I did not see the initial reaction above that high. Flipped on me, I'm out. And it was definitely the right decision, not being married to the bias, because usually when a candle closes like this, for me, I'm expecting the next candle to be bullish and close bullish from that reaction to the gap. Okay, you don't know if the next candle is going to close bullish or bearish. You are basically, you need to enter and then protect yourself for that to happen. And here I did, and protect myself at the exact 8 p.m. candle, and ended up being taken out to break even. Did push right after, but wouldn't have taken profits there. How was your day? 56% of people said green, 25% of people said red, and 19% of people said flat, flat, flat. 1.1K vote. God damn. You were my liquidity. How can I be your liquidity when I got stopped to break even? Plus, we're trading demo. We're literally trading on a prop firm account that the orders don't hit the book. You literally can't be liquidity. Okay, we just reached. We're gonna reach 630 within the next minute. Let's see. So 630 likes is the last like goal. I mean, I can do one more. Let's do 800. Okay, 800 is gonna be the last like goal. I don't know if we're gonna reach it, but currently the stack that I owe you guys is a 50K select, 100K select, 150K select, Is that it? So 300, 430, 530, 630. Yeah, another 150k select. So we're gonna start the giveaways right now, or we're gonna end up being too late. But yeah, keep liking the stream. At 800 likes, I'm doing another account. So yeah, let's start now. And first word. Okay, every time we do a stream, I ask you guys to tell me, to try to think about the words that could be in the giveaway. So it's always related to what we talked about today. And there's a lot of good words we can use. Break even. Okay, I'm not gonna. Let me check. Liquidity. Deep voice again. Vacuum. All right. Stuff. Okay, first word, bulldog. First word, bulldog. A bulldog. No, I should have wrote that. BULLDAWG. A bulldog. All right. 703 likes. Shit, looks like we're gonna reach it, like 800. I was gonna say 1,000. No, definitely not reaching 1,000. Bulldog. All right, let's select the winner. Congrats, Salim Murphy. Congrats, my brother or sister. You won a 50k select account. So make sure to have your email in your YouTube description, and also to type in the chat right now to claim your account. So then we're gonna have that word. Tony said, I've got 3 kiddos. They do. I mean, they have to. All right, next word, dishes. All right. I drank way too much coffee today, bro. I'm regretting the last coffee I took. I don't know if I would have survived though. What's the best way to get rid of the caffeine in your body? Is it like just drink water? I gotta get rid of that shit now. All right, let's select the winner. Congrats, Blake7530. Congrats, my brother. You won a 100k select account from Tradeify. Make sure to have your email in your YouTube description, and also to type in the chat right now to claim your account. Now, Coconawara. Yeah, that beat is hard. It goes hard. What word can I use? I used bulldog, dishes. Yeah. Workout. I heard working out is like the worst thing ever to go to sleep. because I think what it does is that it pushes your, no, it warms your body down, and then you're not at the temperature you should be when you're going to sleep. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, it also spikes cortisol. Maybe walking, though. I think walking could work. Walking, like, yeah. Hey, bulldog dishes. Let me think about it. Yeah, warm shower. That could help. No, no, no. It's not misspelled. Tony's told me if the next word was misspelled. All right. The next word, break even. If you watch the podcast between me and Miriam, so featuring me and Miriam, you understand the break even joke. Break even. We're breaking even. All right, we can select the winner. How many likes do we have now? Do I have to rug pull on the next giveaway? Okay, I'm good. 739. We still haven't reached 800. So I don't have to rug the next giveaway. Okay, shit. Congrats. Kai Dagaru. Kai Dagaru. Congrats, brother. You won a 150k select account. Damn. Congrats, my brother. Now let's do the last word. And yeah, that word's probably the best. They're all good though. They all have a meaning. This session that we just did. So last word is pickup lines are lame. Pickup lines are lame as hell. That one is for a 150k select account. So yeah. All right, let's now select the winner. Congrats, Achille Jr. Congrats, brother. You won a 150k select account. So amazing session. We did get stopped out to break even. We had a bearish bias the whole session for sure because of the daily candle. I still think we have more chances of seeing this previous daily low than completely reversing to wipe out the daily high. When are we going to take out that daily low? This is the question that you need to ask yourself by looking at this hourly chart and seeing what's being respected and what's being disrespected. So it was an amazing session. We averaged at a certain point around 1,000 people for at least an hour. So definitely um, seeing some progress and seeing more people coming in and joining the stream. So hopefully we'll get even bigger than this. Hopefully 2,000 viewers soon. Okay, we got this, chat. So again, appreciate you guys for being such a good chat and being so active. You guys are amazing. So I see you guys tomorrow at the same exact time. Much love and peace out.